Is there a God? An omnipotent being who created us and observes us? Well, I'm not so sure about that, but lately I have begun to wonder if there is in fact a creator. What, you may ask, has prompted such a thought? Well, you have, actually. We as humans are on the brink of creating life ourselves, and no, I'm not talking about what we do when we've had one too many Bacardi breezes. I am of course talking about AI. We are still hoping that pans out. This alone has got me pondering on what a god could really be. Being agnostic and leaning much closer to atheism than any other belief, the idea of the divine is very hard for me to swallow. But what if God isn't divine? What if God is a chimp like me, just stumbling around trying to make each day easier than the last, who has created life as a consequence of their own progression as a species? It certainly makes the idea of watching so much suffering while simultaneously believing in a benevolent entity easier to stomach, as our creator in this circumstance I'm describing may have very little control over our fates and may also not be watching, or watching without any preconceived notion of morality. Just look at how many of our fellow human beings create life and don't take responsibility for it. I mean, Jeremy Kyle made a living from it.
You, a father? Can you spell father, by the way?
Father. Can you spell that?
Perhaps our creator is just a very talented programmer. After all, we ourselves create AI without any ethical struggle whatsoever. The only impact that concerns us is the potential impact on us. In which case, God isn't ignoring tragedies because he is punishing us. In this situation, he would not even be struggling with the ethics, as it may not even occur to him that they apply. How about simulation theory, most notably depicted in the film The Matrix? What if we take that one step further? What if we are merely programs created to believe we're experiencing a biological existence? Because, as Morpheus quite rightly says,
what is real? How do you define real? If you're talking about what you can feel, what you can smell, what you can taste and see, then real is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain.
I mean, we could be our own creators in this paradoxical scenario. Another scary thought is the idea that we are merely experiencing our own consciousness, and the rest of the people in our life are merely NPCs in our simulated experience. In which case we are alone, and these NPCs are created just to quell our desperate need to be in a herd. I also really like the way the ancient Greeks imagined their gods. They were never depicted as pillars of morality and were more than capable of making mistakes. They were described as very flawed and emotionally damaged entities that took their flaws out on humanity. Sound familiar? So to summarise, is there a god? Well, not in a traditional sense, but a creator? Well, I believe that's pretty bloody likely. Well, about as likely as it is to be as it isn't, if that makes sense. What do you guys think? What do you believe? Or are you pondering this as I am? For more discussions, please like and subscribe. Other than that, I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.